Hi, Avery. Sorry, that was weird. Um, okay, so first question you asked was where's Bronwyn, and
Hi.
she's right here.
She made the video without me.
I was unaware that we were doing it together, so here we are. We're here together now.
I was forgotten.
She was. She's a little bitch. All right. So your second question was how was your first week of classes? And since she didn't get to answer questions last time because you deleted the video,
Yeah, where did it go, dude? What the hell?
she's gonna go first.
Okay. So first week of classes. They're actually hella obnoxious because for some strange reason, so I found out that there's this requirement we have to take, it's called Comms 130, and it's basically a public speaking class. And I think that's the stupidest thing in the world because my major is theater and voice. Why do I need a public speaking requirement? That's fucking dumb. That's literally all I do is speak in public. Why are you making me take a course on speaking in public? That's what all of my courses are. Whatever. I found out that there is a course that is now going to be replacing Comms 130 in the theater major, and it's going to be called Theater 120. And it's basically just a public speaking course, but it's in theater, and I was like, hell, I'm going to take that instead. So I dropped out of my comms class because I was like, fuck you, I'm not doing this shit. But then I was down to 12 credit hours, and I was like, it's still a full-time student, I can still get away with that, that's fine. Until I found out that choir was being a little bitch and not allowing me to be in any choirs that were conducive to my schedule. They were like, no, you're only allowed in the choirs that are either from 9 to 9:50, which is when I have theory, and I can't change that because it's the only time that they offer theory, so I don't know why the fuck they would try to put me in that. Or from 10 to 10:50, which is when I have piano, so I can't do that either. So I was like, is there any way that you could move me from the 11 to 11:50 time slot, because that's when I had comms and I dropped comms, and I was like, is there any way that I could be in that, because that was women's choir and I was in women's choir last year, that would be really helpful. And then the fucking professor emails me this sassy ass shit back, no, we can't do that, you are replaced by your voice, and I was like, so wait, something over the course of a year, I've changed so fucking drastically, apparently, that I can't be in the choir that I was in last year? What the fuck? So I was like, okay, fuck you, choir. I guess I'm just gonna have to talk to my complex director and say, hey, so choir's being a bitch, so I have 11 credit hours, and I know that that's not technically a full-time student, but I've heard that people have gotten out of it before. I don't really fucking know. Anyway, so I was gonna, I was so prepared to do this, and then I was like, wait, I could just take, another class, one of the humanities or bullshit that I have to take for the KU core, and then get hours that way. Holla. So I looked up any times that worked with my schedule and classes that I would have to take, and I found this women gender studies class, and I was like, hella, we're gonna do that shit. So I go to sign up for this class. The discussion hall is open, but the 2 lecture halls are closed, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. In order to be in the discussion, you have to have gone to the lectures. So why would the lectures be closed but discussions are open? So I got really pissed about that, and I emailed the professor and I was like, hey, is there any way, I really want to take this course, it would really help me, credit hours are a thing. And then this, bitch does not email me back, because I emailed her on, Wednesday, and then on Friday I go to, check it, because I was just going to show up to the class anyway and be like, hi, I really need to take this class, let me in. And then everything was closed, and then it was like, no, you just can't be in this fucking class, and I was like, first of all, fuck you for not emailing me back. Second of all, I need to be in this course. And third of all, fuck you for not emailing me back. So then I was just like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. This is all just bullshit. Then later that night, I go on to try and switch around my schedule so that I can maybe fit choir in and have 12 credit hours. And I was like, God, I'm fucking bending to the whims of goddamn Dr. Farhan. I fucking hate her, but whatever. So anyway, I went onto Blackboard, which is, or Enroll and Pay, which is the way that we sign up for classes, and suddenly it's the lecture hall and the fucking discussion hall for women's gender studies is totally open, and I was like, fuck it. So I just signed up for that shit. So now, my schedule, what it is taking a music history course, which is music history, taking music theory 3, and the professor that I have is fucking hilarious. I love him. I am taking Piano 3, which is my last semester of piano, hella. I'm taking this women gender studies class. I am taking MEMT, which is essentially what you're doing. It's electronic music and shit, and they're like, who here's used Audacity? And I'm like, they're like, who here's used MuseScore? And I'm like, But it's like, I don't understand why I'm doing it because I'm a theater and voice major. Like, why am I doing this? I'm not going to be using computers. You're fucking stupid. Whatever. I have to take it anyway. And then I'm auditing a directing class. Plus, the reason why I'm auditing the directing class is because I'm going to be assistant directing a show this year. And that was hella, because this entire first week, literally every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday we finally got off, I had to sit in on auditions. And that was a lot of fun, because it was from 7 to 10 every night, and it was just like sitting there, watching people audition, and like taking notes, and then comparing notes with Peter, and being like, Peter, these are the people I think we should call back. Peter, these are the people I think we should cast. And it was like, it was so much fun, but at the same time, it was just, I didn't get sleep last week. I just didn't. Because that, plus like, doing RA shit, and like fucking being on duty, and like all of that, like, and figuring out my goddamn schedule, like everything was just so fucked that I like, it was interesting. But everything is working out, having a hell of a time, really excited because tomorrow is Labor Day, so we still don't have classes. Tomorrow's basically like my get shit done day. It's like, for the last 2 days I've been like, yeah, party, like, freaking first weekend of the semester, like, watching people get drunk off their asses and being like, yeah, you're gonna hurt in the morning. And then tomorrow's just basically gonna be like, okay, sit down and do all the homework that I didn't do over the weekend. Anyway, take it to her.
Oh god. So, first week of school. Oh gosh, wow. It was quite interesting.
I curse that much all the time.
I know, but never. Okay, whatever. Keep this real. But so I'm taking an art class, and so I'm gonna just reach up here, and I'm gonna show off my my beautiful sketches.
Avery, I died. I literally came back here, and she was like, I'm gonna show you, you can't laugh, and I had to like leave the room because I was laughing so hard.
Alright. So in art, shut up. We had to draw our hand. I don't know if you know this about me. I cannot draw. At all. Doesn't work. So we gotta draw our hand. My hand's supposed to look like that, right? It's like that. Ish. It's kind of what it was supposed to look like. I drew the most majestic thumb in the history of thumbs that have been drawn.
By her.
By me. Okay. Look at that thumb. That is one majestic thumb. And then the hand. Just embrace that for a good minute. Yep.
Take it in.
My hand.
Take it in.
I also,
You're gonna show yourself or Spider-Man?
I want to show myself. I also drew a self-portrait. I
haven't even seen this one yet.
Have you not?
This is the first time I'm seeing this, and it's fucking beautiful.
It's quite.
Can I? May I?
Dun 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 dun. My legs are in fact the same size as my head and body combined. If you do the little measurement test, it's like, okay, that's the size of me, and that is also in fact the size of my legs. So I am clearly very proportionate.
Oh yes, hella proportionate.
The boots look fabulous. Kind of remind me of an ice skater. Super excited about it.
Oh my god,
so that's my first class on Monday. And that's what I do. Where did my bicycle go?
Fucking dead. I don't know.
I need that fucking bicycle.
Oh, is it this?
Yes. Well, my sketches for the week. Okay.
The bicycle is not as bad as the others, but
no, the bicycle's kind of cute. He's just
still pretty
small.
sad.
He's just.
It looks like it's the way I described it was it looks like something that Johnny Depp would draw in order to get into character for a role.
Yeah.
If you see any of Johnny Depp's, like, Google Johnny Depp Mad Hatter sketches or something like that, and you'll see it's like, that's an interesting art style.
Yeah. But so then I'm taking a math class. We all know how that goes. And then I'm taking an art history class. So that is not interesting.
No,
not interesting.
Music
it's
history,
terrifying.
history.
We're doing a lot.
It's awful.
So then So then on Tuesday, Thursdays, I have a studio class, which is, it's warming up to me. I did not like the first class. So then I'm taking the studio that's warming up to me, and my journalism class, which I am in love with, And then Fridays I only have one class, and it's from 1 to 1:50, and it's math, and I'm super excited about it. Woo! That's my week. And I also cried a lot. Because I missed a lot of you guys.
Loser.
I am a loser.
Ooh, wait, fun fact, I have bed bugs.
Oh, yeah, that happened today. It's not pleasant. Okay, so the last question. If you could change one thing about the world that is happening in this country, what would you change?
Ferguson. And I'm not saying, like, I'd stop what's going on in Ferguson. I'd stop the cause of what's going on in Ferguson. I stop, like, literally injustice in general. Like, I think it's so obnoxious that shit's still going on. Like, I'm sorry, is this the 1950s? Was Rosa Parks just arrested? Like, it's not bad enough that was fucking ridiculous then. We're still doing that shit today? Like, really? Like, fucking really right now? It's also really bothering me that, like, Ferguson is, like, dropping out of trending topics. Like, what do you think is more important than the fact that literal riots are breaking out? The other thing that I have a big problem about, especially what's going on in Ferguson, is, like, I have a lot of, like, friends who are totally like, well, you know, if the police don't do something about it, I'm like, no, the police just need to pull out in general, because the people are rioting against the police. If you take out one of the factors, it's like, I mean, like, it's not gonna stop, but, like, at least violence will end. Everything going on in Ferguson right now is just making me so upset. Like, I can't even. It's, okay. Yeah, that's what I would change, is I would change literally everything that is wrong with the justice system in America, because I think it's so fucking stupid.
Kind of on the same note, I would change, like, the government system, like, how corrupt our government is in bribery and people staying in office for incredibly long amounts of time that just should not be there because, hey, the world is changing. Like, it's like what you were saying. Like, this is not 1950. Like, you don't court somebody and then marry them when you're 20. No.
19.
Yeah, really.
People are, like, already wearing fucking engagement rings and they're in college. And I'm like,
it's like the world
you tested the waters yet? Yeah,
changing. Like the people who are in office right now have not, or have experienced too much of what was,
and not enough of what is.
Exactly, and it's not working. Clearly it's not working, and we need to get new, fresh people in there to give a different point of view, and that's my opinion on it. Okay, so we have some questions now.
Wait, one question.
I'm just kidding.
Well, one question I'd like, with all these questions, I have a question for you. How do you think I'd look as a blonde? She think I'd look awful. Can you, like, Photoshop that shit? Because I don't think I'd ever actually dye my hair blonde, but, like, I want to know, like, what I would look like as a blonde. I think that would be interesting. Also, should I get a nose piercing? Like,
Not a ring.
Yeah, it's a ring.
Not a ring.
Like, I'm hella obsessed with this shit right now. Like, I really want a nose piercing. And, like, I don't know, I've just been thinking about it. And
I think it would look super cute. Just a little. It'll make that noise, too. Okay, not all over your face, just your nose.
All over.
Okay, so we have some questions.
Oh, wait, look at how cute.
Oh, yeah.
She got me a dragon, and it stands for power, and she got herself a tree, and it stands for the provider. We hella cute. So kawaii desu.
Ugh.
I am the trash.
Okay, so you said you weren't going to school early in the mornings?
Yes. How is school going? I want to know, like, what's going on with school. Like, how you doing, friend?
And I want to know, when are you going to school if you're not going in the mornings? And, like, how is that working with the bus and, like, work? Like, are you opening now for work instead of closing? Or, like, what's up with that?
Come on.
What is the word on your moving status?
Didn't you say that you're going to be, like, moving into an apartment?
Or something like that.
Like
have you looked with roommates or something like that?
Options. That's still something you're looking into.
Just wondering.
Third one. I fucking love this one. I came up with this one.
She came up with it. It's true.
It's, if you could live in the world of one of your favorite video games, which would it be and why? And you can't choose Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
Because that shit's fucking obvious.
No Pokemon.
Like, I came up with this question, he's like, he's probably gonna say Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
I'm gonna ban him from saying Pokemon, because I want you to, like, actually think about this instead of just being like, fuck, well, I'd have Pokemon fucking everywhere. Like, nah, think about this. Like, would it be like, shit, live in Portal. That's terrifying, don't do that, I lied. Shit, live in Animal Crossing. Are they actually wearing furry costumes, or are they really animals? Or live in, that was a real thing. No, that was a real thing. It wasn't that a real quote from Animal Crossing where they're like, you should see us with our suits off, and everyone was just like,
okay, you need to, that's a question. Was that a real quote? Because if it was, I might cry.
I'm fairly certain that was a real
That's
thing.
another question. Keep the struggle.
Keep the circle.
We miss you a lot. You're so cute.
The fuck up, you're disgusting. Oh, I was also gonna dye my hair this weekend. And like, nowhere has Manic Panic.
You don't have it.
It's
It doesn't.
so unfortunate.
There's
I wanted to do like the Meghan Trainor, like the pink streaks that she has, but I wanted to do it in like dark purple and be like hella like, oh fucking like I'm punk rock as shit.
The closest Hot Topic is 44 minutes away.
Kansas City. Like, I think I'm just gonna have to, like, order some and just, like, deal with it
Amazon
that way. Amazon that shit, like, get it next weekend and do it. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Alright.
Oh, she's also now, update, she's met all of my friends out here and
I
Hella
have.
loves them. Well,
I
except
do.
for Greg. You might never meet
I
Greg.
haven't met Greg.
Greg is a
or
fucking...
Caitlin.
Greg is a hermit. Well, Greg and Caitlin are, like, a...
Okay, well, you only said Greg.
She's fucking stupid.
I have to meet Meatloaf, though.
Read it!
It's like a requirement. We're going to NACACon.
Yeah, we are. We're trying to
Oh,
see...
wait. Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Okay, well,
we're
we're
going to
go.
NACACon too, but
No,
Nebraska's the closest one.
Nebraska.
It's gonna be the weekend of Halloween, and hopefully we're gonna be in the same room as two of my really good friends, but there's already 4 people in that room, and they were like, Helly, we can have, like, another person because that'll just make the room cheaper, and I was like, can I bring a friend? She's my ride. Like, if not, then I guess, like, we'll just, you know, hang out with you at night, but we're hoping that it works out, and then we go get hella turned.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that. You're not allowed to be in the video.
Well, wait, no, we have 10
Bye,
seconds.
Avery!
I love you, Avery!